So my name is Cameron, but I also go by Moonlight Ninja and Spartan138. But in this timeline, I guess Cameron is what most people call me. So I'm a Machinima creator.
That's not all that's bigger. At least I can still see my dick.
Here. That's good. You have no idea.
You got fat.
Hey, you can't all be fucking.
God, not another one.
Alrighty. Well, just to jump right into it, what is your name? How can people find you on YouTube? And what would be the series or short that people would most recognize you from?
So my name is Cameron Smith. You can find me on YouTube as Moonlight Ninja. It's spelled with zeros, not O's. And the series you can find me under is the Crying Cicada series, because that pretty much covers everything since all my stuff is sort of connected.
Okay, nice. Did you decide very early on that you wanted all your series to be connected with each other, or was there kind of a midpoint that was it would be cool if this was a whole interconnected universe?
So I've got some stuff that aren't connected at all, but I figured with Halo being my main format for Machinima, it just makes sense to connect all the Halo stories together, and that sort of just ended up creating a big universe, my own sort of universe between all the Halo stuff.
What was the Machinima or series that introduced you into Machinima?
Huh. I feel like you're gonna get the same answer from everybody for this, but yeah, it's pretty much, red versus blue.
Yep. Probably. I can't wait until I get the one person that's just it was actually this, and then everyone's like, what the fuck, it's not red versus blue? Would you say that red versus blue, was that the Machinima series that you saw that and you're like, oh, I want to make this? Or was there a different Machinima or series that made you be like, oh, I want to make this same thing?
It wasn't anything specific that got me into it. I sort of just really like making stories, so I started off, just making stop motion toy cinematography videos to begin with, and then just sort of upgraded into Machinima later on because it was a better looking format.
That's pretty dope. So was there disregarding Machinima, was there a movie or a piece of media that kind of got you into storytelling?
I sort of just always liked storytelling, because I watched a lot of movies, played a lot of video games, but I watched when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of toy cinematography, so Sora on a Date and Arby and the Chief and all that sort of stuff, and that got me into making stories and such to begin with.
Nice. What is your favorite Machinima series?
I'll have to go with Sanity Not Included.
Sanity Not Included? Oh gosh, that sounds so familiar. Is that a...
What's that?
Oh, I was gonna say, is that a, a Halo Machinima, or which if it is, which Halo game is that?
It's got a lot of Halo sections in it, but it's a bunch of different video games. It's skits, and they have some animated sections and all that sort of stuff.
Okay. Okay, I think I think I've seen some stuff from Sanity Not Included. Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. So that was the series that got you into that or that's your favorite Machinima?
Yeah, it's one of my top favorites. It's sort of the one I just keep going back to whenever I'm bored and want to veg out.
That's awesome. What is your favorite aspect from that Machinima, or that series?
It's just funny. I like comedy. I like to laugh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll have to go back and watch it because I think I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Which Halo games do you think have the best versatility for Machinima?
In terms of versatility, I'd have to say Infinite, even though Infinite kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But Infinite just has like the most customization you can get. It has Machinima mode, which is a good substitute for theater because theater's broken as fuck. And you can have multiple controllers, so I don't have to worry about body actors too much. I can just do it all myself with multiple controllers, because body acting sucks. But yeah, no, yeah, it would have to be Infinite as for versatility reasons. I prefer Halo 3, but yeah, it's
Gotcha.
definitely Infinite.
Nice. What would you say is your like favorite like genre to work on for like machinima? Even if it's not something that you've like done a lot in your own channel and it's like other channels, like what genre do you really like to work on?
I like genres that can make people feel things. So, comedy makes people laugh, horror makes people scared. Drama, when it comes to drama, something like a really dramatic, like death scene to make people sad. Something like that is cool. Something I haven't worked on, but I have dabbled with that I wouldn't mind getting into a bit more is musicals. Musical machinima might be interesting. I just haven't figured out how to get it to work, but I'm working on that.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of any like musical machinimas before. So that's pretty dope. What would you say is like the story of like your favorite body acting session and your least favorite body acting session?
I can't really tell my least favorite because I've been in so many and they're all
Yeah.
different. But when it comes to favorites, the one that comes to mind is I was helping Buck with a scene for Life is a Table,
Oh,
and
nice.
his sessions are pretty chaotic at times as it is. But I got the opportunity to blow up this tower, but it was just not happening because the rocket, it would like go through the smallest gaps in the tower, and this sounds like really bad, but it was actually really funny. It was funny as fuck. So the whole situation was just fucking, it was hectic as fuck. It was really like, it was a fun time. It was pretty good for, yeah,
Dope.
for Life as a Table.
That's pretty cool. I didn't. I still have to watch Life as a Table. I thought that it was like everything that I've seen. It's only been ever like animated. So like I thought that the entire thing was just animated. But
There is a lot of animation in it, but it does have its machinima segment. It's sort of like later Red versus Blue, like when they fight and stuff.
yeah,
But it's pretty
that's
good.
pretty cool. Um, since we talk about like machinima and mostly Halo machinima, I gotta ask, what is your favorite Halo game?
My favorite would have to be Halo 3, and if you disagree, then fight me. Halo 3 is the best.
Halo 3 is pretty good. What was it? Going off of that, oh, who is your like favorite character in like the entire Halo franchise?
Ooh, the entire Halo franchise. There's a lot of characters I do like. Um, I think my favorite would have to be Halo Wars is Sergeant Forge.
Agent Forge is pretty good. That's a good answer. And the next question that I would have is what kind of drives you as a creative? Not just like for making machinima, but just making like content on YouTube in general.
Well, I want to be an actor, like a professional actor. I do a lot of stage plays and stuff now. And I've like been in a documentary,
Hmm.
but I want to get into like movies and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Um, so yeah, just acting in general is sort of my thing that pushes me forward to do more content and create more stuff.
Nice, nice. So have you thought about because I know in some of your machinimas, or at least like I know the big one that you're working on, you have like moments where like you actually like see your like face like out, like you take your like helmet off and you can actually see like your face underneath it. Have you thought about doing like live action like stuff instead of just machinima?
I've actually done a lot of live action stuff before. Like
Yeah.
I do stuff like on stage because I'm a thespian, and
Gotcha.
I've done a lot of like in my old days on my old channel, I done a lot of live action stuff on there. So yeah, I'll give you a link to my old channel,
Yeah, that
but
would be pretty dope.
it's pretty cringe.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, so it works out. It's fine. Um, but that's pretty cool. Also, I wanted to ask because you said that you're like a what was it like thespian? Were you ever inducted in like the International Thespian Society?
I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh, gotcha. I don't even. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even sure if it's like a. What was it? I think it's just for America. There's like the International Thespian Society, which is like a big like organization for like people in like theater, like what was it? Just like thespians in general. What was it? And it's pretty cool. They do like conventions and stuff for it, but I wasn't sure if there was like something like that also like where you're from. But
Yeah, I've never heard of it, but it sounds pretty cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool. They had like this like big like convention happen. What was it? It was back in like high school. I went to one of them and it was so cool. But yeah, I was like when you said thespian, I was like let me see if he also knows about this. But we kind of breezed through most of these questions. I'm trying to think if I have any like follow-up questions before like the some of the these last two that I have for you. Um, but I can't think of anything. So I'm just gonna ask. This is like an oddball, just not connected to Machinima at all, but a question that I like to ask for what was it? Who I'm interviewing. And what class would you associate with what was it? Your internet personality?
For my internet personality, I'd have to say probably Bard.
Bard.
Yeah, just because a lot of the time I'm thinking about the music in the background and all that of what I can use in my machinimas on my videos or whatever. So yeah, so I'd go with Bard because of the music.
Okay.
Even though a lot of my music is like stolen, like copyrighted and all that sort of shit.
Hey, it's all right. I think small channels kind of have like a pass when it comes to music. And then like when you finally hit that like milestone of just like, oh, you can like you're eligible for monetization, it's like okay, I guess I'll follow the rules now.
Yeah, that's why I can't get monetized.
I think with that, I have one final question, and then we should be good. What series or short do you think people should watch that isn't your own?
Oh shit! Well, anything by the Slime artist, he's pretty good. I worked with him quite a lot.
Nice.
I guess Bucks Life is a Table. There's this one I used to watch ages ago. I think it was called Phil Day. That was a pretty good
Oh,
one.
that Digital Fear series?
Don't know about Digital Fear. I think that was
Oh, it might not actually be Digital Fear. It might be a different. It was the one where like it took place like in Halo 3, like as in like in the video game, not like the timeline. And it had like the MLG noobs and all that shit.
that's
Yeah,
fine, yeah.
dude, I love that fucking machinima. That's such a good one.
Yeah. There's a lot of machinimas out there that you can watch. I've actually got a playlist of a bunch of different machinimas that I haven't made. It's like they're all just made by different people. I'll link that to you.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll definitely link to it in the description of the video. But other than that, is there any last minute remarks or anything you'd like to tell any like aspiring machinima directors, or just like aspiring YouTubers?
I've actually said this in another interview before, but basically, learn the craft. And start small, and then work your way up to doing bigger and better things. You want machinimas to be, very you want it to be a fun hobby. You don't want it to be a chore. So just start small to begin with, and from there, just enjoy your time making machinimas, and yeah, Also, subscribe to Wield. This bully-headed guy here, Gyro. He's got some good stuff.
Nice. That's fair advice. Well, thank you so much for being here, and yeah.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Moonlight Ninja.